Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PBR Origin III. We are now live streaming this across the world. So for those of you at home, we are going to bring you up to speed on what this is all about. I'm standing right next to Josh Hansen, our statistician. Mate, how good is this series? This has been one for the memory banks.
Yeah, it sure has, Simon. This is one of the greatest Origin series that we've ever had in PBR. We've never had one this close. We've only ever had one PBR Origin decider so far in its history. Tonight we get number 2.
Well, we've got to talk to this crowd here. The ICC Theatre here in Darling Harbour. We have got a full house, and we need to let you all know how this unfolded. So we started off in Newcastle. That was where Origin 1 was.
Yeah, Newcastle back in May. It was a pretty tight competition up until the end of round 2, and then the Maroons put on 3 straight bull rides to move ahead and win by 2 scores over the Blues.
Well, the pressure was all on New South Wales. They had to come into Queensland. They had to come in for Game 2 there at our Brisbane Entertainment Centre, and, man, it came down to the end.
Yeah, they had all the pressure on them because they'd only won once in Queensland before that night. So when they came out, both teams were really tight together. Nothing separated them. We got to the bonus round, the lead changed 3 times, and eventually New South Wales won by about 7.5 points, I think, so it was a really tight match.
It was loud. That crowd was loud, and I have got my feelings at this crowd already with our Ram Jam dance cam. They are lit up. They are ready to party. Well, let's talk about the teams. Let's talk about those last minute. We've had to have a few boys out with injury.
Yeah, there's a few changes to the lineups. Queensland going unchanged, but New South Wales have 2 changes. But they're missing Jack Broderick, he got injured at a rodeo a few weeks ago, and Methusa Lima Rodriguez. He's gone home to Brazil, so they're going to miss him tonight. But a big inclusion for the Blues, Sam Woodall from Haywood in Victoria. He's had a Blues jersey on plenty of times in his career, and also Joao Regard Franco. He's moved back into a qualification spot after he missed game number 2.
I watched Sam walking around the corridors. They have lifted. The Blues are looking fired up. Well, let's get into the team list. We're going to bring it up on the big screen for you here, and we're going to run you down the Cowboys to be looking out for in Team Queensland.
Yeah, they're led into battle, of course, by their coach, Jared Beguero from Beaudesert in Queensland. Kurt Shepherd, the number 1 man in PBR Australia. Riley Ward from Central Hawke's Bay in New Zealand. Thomas Triplett, the number 6 man. Ben Bode from Calliope in Queensland. Zane Hall from Athol, Caden Sandlands from Rockhampton, Bryn Francis from Mowra, Jack Keats from Cloncurry, Nash Mellors from Gracemere, and Bo Willis from Bowen.
Well, let's look at the Blues. It's time for Team New South Wales.
Yeah, as we mentioned, it's a really strong outfit. Of course, their coach, 7-time PBR World Finals qualifier, Lachlan Richardson. Luan Christian Camara, the number 2 man, probably the hottest bull rider in PBR Australia at the moment. Number 8 man, Tyson Smith from Walco. New South Wales, Jack Rolls, Oberon, the Willow and Clint Glass, Diego Galdino from Brazil, Aguilar from Brazil, Lachlan Waters from Oak Bay, Australia, Dylan Weir from Sam Woodall from Haywood in Victoria, and Joao Regard Franco from Brazil.
Well, something that's interesting is we talk about the Cowboy of Origin. We are in a team's format, but we are going to throw the spot on one particular Cowboy who competed in all 3 of these events. So the race for that, the prize money for that alone is massive.
Yeah, 30 grand up for grabs in the competition, and it goes to the rider who... winner. He's on 163 points, and Jack Rollinson's the final rider with 2 scores.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a question for you. Are you ready for the PBR? Well, I'm sure you can be louder than that. Are you ready for the PBR?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before you, in the middle of the arena tonight, sits a trophy worthy of a competition just like this. a $20,000 prize that has only been held in the hands of Team Queensland for the past 6 years. But let me take you back to the year of 2019. 6 years ago, in this very building, right here, it was the inaugural PBR Teams Competition. The concept was born. Origin became the biggest thing in professional bull riding here in this country. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, 2 teams are deadlocked at 1 event each. Tonight is the ultimate decider. Folks, right now, I'd like to welcome you to the Monster Energy PBR Origin. It is time to meet the first of 2 teams. It is time to meet the Maroons, led into the arena tonight by Monster Energy and their coach, Jared Baguero. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Team Queensland. What about at Sydney? One more time for Team Queensland. It is time to meet 10 of the toughest men from the state of New South Wales. Tonight, brought to us by Bisley Workwear, presented to us by Monster Energy. Ladies and gentlemen, they are led in by their coach, a 7-time PBR World Finals qualifier, Lachlan Richardson. This is New South Wales. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, as we get set for the Australian National Anthem, I'd like to ask each and every one of you to be upstanding if you're able. Gentlemen, please remove cover. As it is customary in the professional bull riders right around the world, no matter whether we are in Brazil, Mexico, the United States, Canada, or here in Australia, we will always take time to pray. Lord, we come to you tonight. We offer this event. Lord, we thank you for the many, many blessings that you have bestowed upon each and every one of us. We thank you for our family. We thank you for our friends. We thank you for this day. Tonight, Lord, as bull riders, we don't ask for a lot, but we do ask for one thing, and that is that you watch over each and every one of us as we compete here tonight. Lord, we ask for a very special blessing over our livestock as well. When this day is done and we return home to, no matter where we are, near or far, to our loved ones, we ask that you grant us, each and every one of us, traveling grace. We ask all these things. In your gracious and holy name we pray, amen. To perform the national anthem tonight, we are blessed with a very lovely lady. A lady that is very dear to the professional bull riders here in Australia, a lady that has an amazing voice. Ladies and gentlemen, with her rendition of the Australian national anthem, this is Lola Major.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've gold and soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good. at every stage. Advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing. Advance Australia fair.
Oh, it is absolutely beautiful. Welcome to the PBR Monster Energy Origin.
Bull riding, the toughest sport on dirt. How's it scored? First, the basics. The athlete must stay on the bull for 8 seconds. The clock starts when the bull's shoulders or hips have cleared the chute. The athlete must ride with only one hand gripping the bull rope. The clock will stop when the rider loses his grip from the bull rope, or when any part of his body hits the ground before the 8-second ride is over. If that happens, the result is a no score. If he touches the bull or any part of his own body with the free hand or arm before the 8-second ride is over, the rider is disqualified. The athlete's ride and the bull's performance are judged separately. Officials score the bull on how hard the bull bucks, how high he kicks, power, speed, and direction change. Athletes are scored by their control, rhythm, and how they match movement with the bull. If a rider wants to earn extra points, they can do so by pulling their leg away from the bull to demonstrate control. There are a total of 100 points available for a qualified ride. That is 50 points for the rider and 50 points for the bull. An average score will be in the 80s, where an exceptional ride will be in the 90s. Judges may award a re-ride for various reasons, such as a foul, or if the bull underperforms. The athlete with the highest accumulated point total from the entire event becomes the winner.
So after the video, ladies and gentlemen, each and every one of you know exactly how this thing works. So right about now, quickly, I'd like to introduce to you our Ariat officials here tonight, the 4 judges that will be making and determining the decisions tonight for Origin 3. Jamie Manning, David Kennedy, Al Southern, and Dean Pace. Your arena director tonight is Morris Morton. Well, 4 of them, 5 of them, it is time to meet 3 of the toughest men that you will see all night long. They are the bravest of the brave, the greatest of the great. These are your Snowy River Caravan protection athletes. Would you put your hands together for the trio? Josh Burks, Eric Richardson, and Nick Wilson.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is Simon Mallory standing right next to the man, Warren Metodic. And before we get things underway, we want to take the opportunity to let the future generation of our sport have an experience like no other. I'm talking about our Can-Am Junior Academy. So what we've done is pick the best 2 kids from each of the 4 age divisions to ride here for you tonight to get a sense and a feeling of what it feels like to be one of the big boys competing for Origin. So we're going to need you to support these kids and get loud as they ride out their dreams right in front of you.
Yeah, that is exactly right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off. We have 4 divisions in our Can-Am Junior Academy, also brought to us by Dittman Bucking Bulls this weekend as well. Big thank you to those guys. They support the grassroots level of this sport. So we're going to start off with our first division. This is the Pee-wees, the little guys. Sonny Heffernan from New South Wales. Oh, it is a good start for Team New South Wales. Hey, if you liked it, how about you let him know about it, Sydney?
Oh, young Sonny Heffernan.
Yeah, you know, his dad, uncle actually is a two-time PBR Australian champion, and he's getting to his feet a little slow, but this is Origin competition. This is tough stuff.
Look at him being carried off there by our Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes. Oh, man, these kids are tough with a capital T. Well, let's see how Queensland can do their reply. We're looking at Clayton Walker right now. He's drawn the bull wee man.
Yeah, you know, Clayton Walker, he's from up there around Marionvale in central Queensland. One of a number of cowboys that have been making and doing big things in this Can-Am Junior Academy. So just about every single event that we go to right around Australia, we have a Can-Am Junior Academy, and their finals will feature in Tamworth in October. Here is Queensland's Clayton Walker. Come on, little guy. Hey, hey. He rode him. What do you say, Sydney? Come on, let him know about it. Come on. That is a tough young cowboy from Marionvale, Queensland. So this is a neck-and-neck race right here, because in the Pee-wee division here, New South Wales rode their bull, Queensland rode their bull. So we're now going to move to bulls that are just a little bit bigger and bull riders that are just a little bit older. We're going to start with our junior bull riding with a young cowboy by the name of Cassidy Carlon from New South Wales.
As you said, we're moving up a bit in the age now. They were the 7, 8, 9s, our juniors. Sorry, our Pee-wees. Now the juniors are 10 and 11. Cassidy Carlon, he's had a great year so far. Well, all the kids we're seeing have had a great year. That's why they've earned the right to be here representing their states.
You know, if you don't think these kids don't take this thing seriously, I mean, it is off the chain. I watched them in the locker rooms. They're down there with their idols. They are just feeding off the energy and adrenaline that this event, Origin 3, brings. So this New South Wales team, they were absolutely outstanding in Brisbane when we were there last month. And here is the young cowboy, Ariat Bucking Chute is where we're at. Cassidy Carlon. Whoa. Wow. Some great work from the Snowy River Protection athletes, getting him out of harm's way. And that was a tough Toro to twist.
Oh, well, look, that's exactly right. Come on, folks, get those hands together and help that young man walk out of there.
What about this next bull rider? The young man from Jeringa in central Queensland, Wiley Roots. Boy, this man is absolutely outstanding. Down the track, I tell you what, I expect this young man to win a PBR Australian Championship someday. He has the genetics. He has the talent. He has the want to be a bull rider. Ernie is the name of the bull.
I can't get over how nice this kid is either, Warren. Always smiling, always looking men in the eye, shaking their hands, offering to buy cups of coffee. This kid is the real deal. The Can-Am Buck and Shoot. Here we go.
Here he is. Wiley. Wow, and the little bull, Ernie, puts him down. So in the junior division, I mean, things are changing here rapidly. No score for New South Wales, no score for Queensland. Let's step up to the next division. So there are 2 competitors out of the 4 divisions in each. So this will be Darcy Wilton. Darcy Wilton, another man from New South Wales. Once again, bull's a little bigger. So are the Cowboys. And we are getting ready to rumble in the Ariat Bucking Chute.
But this is how that format is going to go tonight. We're going to buck one New South Welshman, one Queenslander. It's going to be a tit-for-tat type performance throughout the night.
Exactly. Here we go. Hey, 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 come on. Oh, and the Can-Am clock says 7.91. For New South Wales, 7.91. You know what, folks? He didn't make 8 seconds, but how about you give him a little love, Sydney? What do you say? That is a gutsy effort.
Well, he's definitely a cowboy to keep an eye on. Potentially next year, if he turns 18, he'll find himself on the Monster Energy Tour, on the Open Tour. Well, this is a Queenslander that we love watching, young Rex Walker.
Yeah, saw his younger brother a little earlier. He is Rex from Marionvale, Queensland. Hey, and he is going to go all the way. Now all he's got to do is get off. What do you say, New South Wales? Rex Walker rings the bell on Nickelback. So a qualified ride for Queensland here in the Can-Am Junior Academy. So that will give Queensland the edge by 1 bull.
1 bull. Well, we're going to, this, as you said about the bulls getting a little bigger, we're going to move into our Rising Stars division. Now, these guys are the ones that are on the cusp. They're the ones that are waiting for that birthday. Well, they're around it. They're looking for the future, and they're looking for a legitimate chance in the PBR Tour.
Yeah, Cody Sternbeck is getting ready to light it up for Team New South Wales on a bull called Cliff. How many people want to see Cody Sternbeck make a qualified bull ride? Well, when the gate cracks, you need to get loud because it is all about your enthusiasm. It is all about the amount of noise, the energy that you bring to the table that will give these young men the encouragement to go all the way. And Cody Sternbeck right here with a very important ride for his New South Wales counterparts right here, right now. He's got him. He's at 7. He's at 8. So with that qualified ride, he has just put New South Wales back into the picture. So he has leveled the score with 1 bull rider to go. With 1 bull rider to go. Boy, he's mean. 1 bull rider remaining, and it will be Team Queensland, Jackson Tremaine on hip shot.
So we are level right now. It's going to come down to this ride for the young Queenslander. His chance to see whether he can get the Junior Academy, the Can-Am Junior Academy, all stitched up. As you said, Dittman Bucking Bulls, he's a quality contractor and he's got quality stock. And to see him get involved on this level, it's just, it shows how passionate he is about the sport.
You know, and I mean, you know, the thing about this is the Junior Academy outcome here has no bearing on the PBR Origin tonight. But here we go with Jackson Tremaine taking the fight to this little bull. Yes. So there you go. 3 qualified rides to Team Queensland, 2 to New South Wales.
Jeez, look at that bull there. Hip shot. He looks like a daisy, a dairy cow. The black and white markings on it.
Yeah, I don't really think I like the job of milking him.
Well, there it is. A little opener, a little teaser, maybe a little taste of what's to come. But judging by this New South Wales strong crowd we have here, they're not going to let that be the result by the end of the night.
I just want to know one thing. How many of you like the PBR Can-Am Junior Academy, everybody? Did you like them? Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. I mean, those kids are absolutely superstars of the future. Right now, folks, I want you to take a look at this because we are getting ready for the main event.
Origin. A single word that conjures a myriad of emotion. It's about representing.
It is time to meet two teams.
It's about pride and passion. It's about stepping into battle after a lifetime of preparation and hard work.
Make some noise!
To be a cowboy takes desire, determination, and unrelenting effort to better yourself. You must have the will to battle a beast week in and week out. To be an Origin cowboy, you need to deliver on the promises you make to yourself. You need to walk into the fire that forges champions in the fiercest of battle.
90.5 points.
Have it fuse you into hardened steel, unbreakable, even to an 800-kilo bull. To survive, your blood must run either blue or maroon, and you must be ready to bleed.
This is what PBR Origin is all about.
In the inaugural PBR Origin, Queensland took victory in the single event showcase. In 2021, again the Maroons swept to a 2-0 win, and they remain undefeated with 2-1 series wins in 2022, 2023.
Your winners, Team Queensland.
And last year, where they claimed the title in Newcastle in dramatic circumstances. The battle lines are drawn. It is Queensland versus New South Wales. This is PBR Origin.
And it certainly is an Origin competition as we get down to the nitty-gritty here tonight. Round 1, Section 1. We're going to take a look at the matchups coming to you right now. Let's have a look. The first man we're going to watch tonight, all the way from Haywood, Victoria, riding for New South Wales, Sam Wardle. He is on an absolute hot streak. Bo Willis, the veteran from Queensland, the 34-year-old from Bowen. Jack Rowlandson from New South Wales. This young man, Nash Mellors from Queensland, I tell you what, he is a man to watch. Lachlan Waters, another great talent from New South Wales. Thomas Triplett, Clint Glass, some great bulls. They're matched up again. Who's going to win here tonight? It could be Zane Hall, Tyson Smith, or Kurt Shepherd.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get it on. Round 1, Section 1, brought to you by Valendo Tequila, the official tequila of the PBR.
So the bull rider that you are looking at is a bull rider that is 27 years young from Haywood, Victoria, Sam Wardle. One of the hottest bull riders in the business right now. New South Wales are depending on his talent. On bail is the bull, and he's at 7. He's at 8. Well, the replacement for Team New South Wales pays dividends as he comes into the conversation in Origin 3 as a big striking power for the Blues.
Well, the score's in. How about 85 points? That is what you want. That is what you need from Sam Wardle.
Yeah, what a way for New South Wales to kick this thing off. You know, the confidence that this team has after winning in Brisbane last month has just fueled their fire. Let's go to the Queenslander now, Bo Willis, the 34-year-old veteran, and a bull called Just Right. You know, Bo Willis, he's won bull riding events in the PBR in the United States, Canada, right here in Australia, looking for a big opportunity for the Queenslanders. And the clock stops at 7.88 seconds for the first man for the Mighty Maroons, Bo Willis.
Oh, so close. Bo Willis showing his experience and just trying to hang on. He's looking up to the chutes now. It's an automatic challenge now, Warren. We need to inform the crowd throughout this night. Once it gets past that 7.8, it's an automatic judges review on time.
All right, so what will happen now is our judge will take a look at the monitor, and he will have the stopwatch. You can see him down there now. That is the face of Al Southern in the bottom right-hand corner. So he's going to make sure that clock started at the exact moment where that bull left the chute, and he's going to stop it at the exact moment that Bo Willis's hand came out of that bull rope. So he can be flying through the air, but so long as he has any part of that rope in his hand, and the clock says 8, and you can see there it is no score for Queensland.
Oh, there we are. Bo Willis. Well, we move on. Our eyes are now focused firmly to the left on our Can-Am bucking chute as we look at the next shot here from New South Wales, talking about Jack Rowlandson from Oberon, New South Wales.
Yeah, you know, and this kid is a hot shot. He's the number 9 bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour here in Australia. But believe you me, he has a huge mountain to climb here. This bull, Forever Young, from MJ and Keeler's, has only ever been ridden twice out of 25 outs. This is an absolute monster. New South Wales need this ride. Can he deliver? Whoa! Wow, and that might be the longest that they have ridden that bull all season long.
Whoa. Talk at the vertical leap of this bull.
Yeah, I mean, he is a tough bull to get ridden, and you can see why. A bull scored there 40.25 points, not really reflecting on the power that this bull really does throw at the bull rider. But it is a no score for New South Wales.
Well, Forever Young, 26 times now for only being ridden twice. We can see why. Well, here's a young cowboy that's seen his opportunity, and he's taken it firmly with that right hand. We're looking at Nash Mellors from Gracemere, Queensland.
You know, I love to watch Nash Mellors ride bulls. He brings something to this sport exceptional. He is fired up. He is jacked up like the Energizer Rabbit. I mean, anytime you watch this bull rider, it is money or mud. It is 90 or nothing. That is the way he addresses every single bull that he gets on.
Well, he's got an opportunity here on Checkmate. Morgie's Cattle Company, our contractors come all around the country. They've brought the best. And this is 3 times he's been out. No one's been able to get it done. But to be fair, he hasn't. It's been a while since we've really seen the best out of Checkmate.
Yeah, you know, when he hasn't had a bull rider on his back the caliber of Nash Mellors. So this could be a big-time opportunity for Maroons, right? Whoa. Wow, and I guess that bull didn't read his resume.
Oh, man, how Bisley workwear bucking chute there. Geez, Nash Mellors was put to work and just straight out the back door.
You know, and sometimes you can see right here, and I've got a feeling that, you know, Nash was expecting this bull to go right out of the gate, and the bull goes left. So no score for Team Queensland as we move now to a Yeti matchup. And it is the bull rider from South Australia who joined Team New South Wales, Lachlan Waters. He's got Blink 182. Come on, New South Wales, here we go. Whoa. Once again, some great work by the Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes, Eric Richardson, Nick Wilson, and Josh Burke stepping in and distracting the bovine beast. Oh. Oh boy. You know, this is about the most intimate venue that we go to anywhere in the country. And this little bull right here, Blink 182, is not impressed. Boy, it's kind of got an attitude like my mother-in-law.
Well, you be careful what she's saying. She loves watching the live stream.
Oh, this is just brilliant. Why don't we bring another one out? Let's bring 3 or 4 out.
There's like a couple of blokes here at Darling Hobart looking their way home. They've found a new...
I'm not going in there.
I call that happens when you try and book an Uber. They just cancel all of a sudden. Well, there we go. The boys going home to play. Well, we move on ever since...
That is the sound of a V8 Hemi engine found under the hood of a Ram 1500 as we go to a Ram matchup. The toughest trucks on the road team up with the toughest sport on dirt, and we are going to take you to a headline act for Team Queensland. Thomas Triplett, the 19-year-old from Bungendara, Central Queensland, the number 6 bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour, is the go-to bull rider in this section. Cracking tins on in from MC Bucking Bulls is what he is up against.
This is a kid we need. Well, we know he's got the goods. We've seen him there earlier. We saw him in Newcastle stand up. He put himself in contention there for that Cowboy of Origin, but wasn't able to do the job in Brisbane. He's looking for redemption. He's looking for a chance in Sydney to make his mark.
Oh, there's a lot of money to win for the Cowboy of Origin, $30,000. And he is trying to get a piece of it. Come on. Come on, Thomas. Oh. Oh, man, I don't like the way he hit. He is a little dazed. Boy, that bull brought the heat. And the Queenslander, kind of a little punch struck, but he's walking out.
It's really good to see there, Sydney fans, giving that young cowboy a round of applause. He tried his effort. Come down on the shoulder there and the side of the helmet. A lot of weight.
So it is a rematch between a New South Wales bull rider and a New South Wales bull, Canadian club, and Clint Glass. And the last time that these two met was in Origin II in Newcastle 12 months ago, and the bull won on that occasion. The Canadian club from Scott Main's Bucking Bulls.
Oh, it's a shame there for Clint Glass. I know he's one of those cowboys that when he's on fire, you cannot even put him out with a hose.
You know, I want to say a big shout out to the guys from JMT Civil Soil. You know, with all the wet weather that was happening around here in New South Wales and around Sydney earlier this week, we were struggling to get some dry dirt for this particular event. But a big thank you to JMT Civil Soil for jumping in and rescuing the PBR.
Well, and a man that may need to rescue Team Queensland is this young cowboy right now in the Can-Am Bucking Chute. We're looking at Zane Hall strapping himself to war drums.
Yeah, and this is another rematch. These two met 12 months ago at a Touring Pro event, and the bull won. Here's your 2023 PBR Rookie of the Year. Come on, Zane, ride. And the Can-Am clock says, cowboy up.
We have a bull ride!
Well, numbers coming in, and guess what? By half a point, Queensland are going to go to the lead, 85.5 points for Zane Hall.
Well, boy, oh boy, watch this Snow River Caravan replay right here. Zane Hall showing us the class that we expected from his rookie season, his breakout season. He dug deep. That bull came around on him and he had his number.
All right, so you can see the totals up in the top right-hand corner of the screen. So we're going to keep you in the loop right throughout the entirety of Origin 3. This is Tyson Smith from where? Walker, New South Wales. The 26-year-old in a footy shorts matchup is up against a bull all the way from Victoria tonight called Neverland from Morgie's Cattle Company. This is a big opportunity for New South Wales to strike back. Tyson, don't lose him. Stay. You know, and just like that, New South Wales are going to jump straight to the lead.
Well, how about that, folks? Your man, Tyson Smith.
Yeah, look, and I really hate to point this out, but I do not like the way that Tyson Smith is trying to get to his feet here, and you can see the Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes helping him out of the arena, and if he's not able to compete, that could be a huge blow for New South Wales when we move into round number 2.
He's been struggling with that knee injury, and they're all cowboys who always got an injury of some degree, but Tyson Smith, boy, oh boy, that doesn't bode well.
So 82 and a quarter points for Tyson Smith. So that is going to change the leaderboard until we get to this Ariat matchup. This is a pure veteran. Some 12 years as a professional bull rider. 12 years he has qualified each and every year to the PBR Australia Grand Finals in Townsville. For 12 years he has been in the conversation for a PBR Australian Championship, and in 2025 he is the #1 ranked bull rider in all of PBR Australia. From Mareeba, North Queensland, this is Kurt Shepherd.
Matchups. We talk about mouth-watering matchups. This bull he has drawn is Man Glitter.
Oh yeah, this is an outstanding bull. He was in the conversation for the Bucking Bull of the Year, the Yeti Bucking Bull of the Year in 2024. They won so much money on this bull last year, talking about rides like 89.5, 87.25 were put forward on the back of this beast. Kurt Shepherd here, if he wants to bring Queensland to the top of the leaderboard right now at the end of this section, this is the most legitimate opportunity that he has. Man Glitter and Kurt Shepherd, let's go! Come on, Queensland, let's go!
Oh no!
So, like what happened a moment ago, Simon, 7.84, so it is an automatic review. It will be an automatic review.
Our Can-Am clock there, as we can see, the judge's review has been called.
All right, so it was a challenge there, so someone hit the challenge button, and they are going to send the replay judge back to the video to see whether or not this will change the outcome for the top of that Monster Energy leaderboard. Al Southern looking for that precise moment. Did he or didn't he? That is the question. And they say no. So a huge blow for the Queenslanders. And that is a bitter pill to swallow right here. Kurt Shepherd going down with no score. Folks, we're going to pay some bills right now. We're going to come back to you with the next section of PBR Origin right after this.
custom designed for your adventures. To take the road less traveled. To discover this land's natural beauty. Engineered and tested for the rugged Australian environment. Experience more with Snowy River Caravans.
Well, I'm running like my hands on fire, and I don't intend to stop even when my legs grow tired. And I got a message from Colorado straight from Texas, captured most of me, just let me be.
So as you can see on the screen right now, this is our Bisley workwear behind the chutes with Josh Hanson. Josh, you got a couple of really cool guys down there.
Yeah, I do. There are a couple of guys from the Repco Supercharged Championship, a couple of rising stars. We've got Lockie Dalton from Tickford and also Coy Allen from Grove Racing. Guys, I'll start with you, Lockie. First PBR event?
Yeah, mate, I don't know how these riders stay on these balls with bowls this big to even get on them. It is absolutely crazy. But an awesome atmosphere here. I can't wait to see it in Townsville.
Yeah, you had a pretty good year so far on the bull rides. With your car. Super 2, you're sitting just outside the top 10. You've got a few chances in the main game, and also you're heading off to Bathurst this year. You must be looking forward to that. Yeah,
it's an exciting year ahead. So, yeah, it's awesome to see Supercars collab with these guys and being able to look at our off-track stuff and talk to some of the riders. And there is similarities, but I don't think we're as crazy as this.
And Kai, you're coming off a really good weekend in Darwin, a couple of podiums. I think they're your first podiums. You must be really happy with how the Mustang's going.
Yeah, 100%. It's very exciting, obviously, to get a couple of podiums, and especially my rookie year, it was a bit unexpected. But the year's been trucking along really well, and I'm really keen to head up to Townsville, and also, like you said, to collab with these guys is going to be exciting. And these guys are loose as, so it's cool to see them have a crack. And can't wait to see them up at Townsville with us. Yeah,
and what are the differences, like going from a track like Darwin to a half-and-half circuit up at Townsville? What adjustments do you need to make?
Yeah, definitely a lot in the car setup. Obviously, there's a lot of curbs and stuff at Townsville, and it's a street circuit, so the track's very different than the surface. So, yeah, definitely driving techniques. We've got to be a lot more precise because we're going up against concrete walls at 200 k's an hour and throwing the car around, sliding around, and it's going to be exciting. So, yeah, it's bit different, but it's all very similar. So go out there and have a crack and see how we go.
Yep, so after you win race 1 on Friday night, you can head across the paddock and watch the PBR. It's going to be the Tasman Cup, so we're going to have Australia versus New Zealand for the very first time. So if you're heading up to Townsville, make sure you head into the inner and you watch it on the big. You watch it live in the paddock.
Thank you, Josh. I love the analogy there from Kai Allen when he said, these guys are loose. Wow, that explains everything. Well, there it is. There's the Monster Energy PBR Origin leaderboard. And as you can see right now, New South Wales are on top, 167 1/4. Queensland with one qualified ride, 85 1/2. We got something really cool happening now.
Oh, yeah, we do. Obviously, our sponsors are a huge part of the PBR, and here's one in particular, our official beef jerky partner, the original Beef Chief. Now, our protection athletes, the Snowy River Caravan protection athletes, got a couple of packets in their hands. Who likes some free jerky? Well, we're going to look up high. Geez, look at the arm on these guys. What about the people right up the back? Oh, if you've missed out, you can head to the merch stand and get yourself some of that awesome, delicious, original Beef Chief jerky.
So, matchups in the next section coming your way. We're going to watch the Brazilian Alison Aguilar right there on a bull called Misfit. We've got Bryn Francis, Dylan Weir, Caden Sanderlands on Humdinger from Team Queensland. Let's flip the page. Let's have a look who's we're following. Luan, Christine Camara, the number 2 ranked bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour for New South Wales. Ben Bode, a young, exciting bull rider for Team Queensland on a great bull called Unstoppable. And then we go to Ariet's last strike to be tried by the Brazilian. Jack Keats, and there he is right there, Diego Galdino dos Santos, and the two-time New Zealand bull riding champion, Riley Ward, on a little big time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, time to get yourself sat down and ready for the next section of action. Round 1, Section 2, brought to you by Ariat, the official cowboy boot of the PBR.
So I know that there's a lot of you probably thinking right now, how come there's guys from Brazil riding for New South Wales? How come there is a bull rider for New Zealand riding for Team Queensland? Well, the reason is we have a number of international bull riders competing on the Monster Energy PBR Australian Tour. When they come to Australia, they have to nominate the very first event as to which team they want to ride for if they make the team for Origin.
It's so good because they don't even know what the comp's about, but they've got to pick a colour. And Alison Aguirre was like, you know what? I love blue. Maybe it was the only English word he could say.
Oh, probably. But we're going to go to a pump house matchup here. The name of the bull is Misfit from Morgie's Cattle Company. Right now, New South Wales with a one-bull lead on Team Queensland. Can-Am Bucking Chute, the official off-road vehicle of the professional bull riders, bringing you this next exciting 8-second matchup. New South Wales are looking to the ability of the number 16 ranked bull rider in PBR Australia. And a bull that has only been ridden 2 times out of 12 outs. All right, come on, let's help him. Whoa. And that was a bull called Misfit, and it did not fit the riding style for the Brazilian Alison Aguilar. Coming down here, the Can-Am clock telling us 5.09 seconds. So a no score and a sigh of relief for Team Queensland.
Well, we've got a bit of an update for Team New South Wales. Tyson Smith has had to withdraw from the competition. His ankle, he could barely get a cowboy boot on it before he got here, but he did. He got the boot on. He rode the bull for his team, but that ankle is no good. He has had to pull out. That means Toby Leake is going to join.
All right, so an injury update as we go to Mara, Queensland, for a 23-year-old stud by the name of Bryn Francis. Exit Life from Morgie's Cattle Company is the bull. Volando Tequila bring us the matchup. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Queensland need to ride. Yes. And they deliver. You know, and I'm going to be perfectly honest right here. We are not going to be watching a big 80-something plus point score here. Bull kind of having a little bit of a day off. And there is an option for a re-ride. So it is going to be discussed there. You can see the Queensland coach, Jared Bagheero, is talking it over with Bryn Francis. He's saying, hey, Bryn, do you want to take the re-ride? Do you want to, Jeb, it's a 76-point score. Do you want to roll the dice, shoot for something a little higher, or do you want to keep that 76 points? And he's going to take the re-ride. He's going to take the re-ride.
Look, you know, it also comes down to money, and 66 points is just probably not going to be enough to see him earn a check there in that section if there's some big rides. But, like you said, it's a big roll of the dice. Queensland may come down to that 66 points if he doesn't ride his next bull.
I love the name of this next bull, and I love the taste of Volando Tequila. This is Volando from MJ and Keela Bucking Bulls, and a 24-year-old for New South Wales, Dylan Weir. Dylan. Wow. was some sheer power. And Dylan Weir, one of the hottest bull riders for Team New South Wales. As a matter of fact, he is the reigning Australian Pro Rodeo Association's bull riding champion, unable to weather the storm on the back of Belando. So these teams are very evenly matched. Probably the very first Origin season that we have seen such a tight race. But here's Caden Sandilands, the 26-year-old from Rockhampton, Queensland, and a bull called Humdinger. This is a Queensland bull and a Queensland bull rider.
So yeah, I've got a good feeling about Caden Sandilands. A lot of Queenslanders in the room. He's from that heartland, Rockhampton. And if this cowboy is on song tonight, we should see a fantastic ride from him.
Yeah, you know, and here is another bull rider coming into Origin competition, bringing in, not being 100%, sustained a very, very nasty knock at a Touring Pro event a fortnight ago. I didn't think he was going to be here for Origin 3, but this kid said, no, I will not let Queensland down. I want to be there in Origin 3, the number 13 ranked bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour. All right, let's see if Queensland can push ahead a little further. Oh. Boy.
Oh, man,
Humdinger. And no score for the Queenslander.
Gee, Warren, that is a bell ringer. Yeah, folks, come on. What you just witnessed there was so close to disaster. Look at this, talk us through this moment. He ends up at the wrong part of the bull.
Yeah, like if you ride left-handed and you buck off on the right-hand side, there is a 90% chance that you are going to hang up, and watch right there. The hind feet of that bull just did not miss. You know, he limped into this competition. He limps out. But if I know Caden Sandilands, he's going to put his hand in the rope one more time tonight.
Well, here is a cowboy worth talking about. Luan Christian Carmira. One of the Brazilians in contention for that $30,000 paycheck.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He is the number 2 ranked bull rider on the PBR Monster Energy Tour. We could see a man from South America win the PBR Australian Championship. It is a reality for this man right here. Tropical Rash is the name of the bull from Dunbucking Bulls. Luan, the 32-year-old in a Can-Am matchup. Here we go. He's tough. He's gritty. Oh, and it is close. The clock says cowboy up.
I'm looking at the clock. It's lit up green.
Watch this. Watch this.
He nearly backflipped right back on top of Tropical Rash. The points are in, 84 1/4.
Wow. 84 1/4 points. That was a valuable 84 1/4 point ride for New South Wales. As we move back to a response for the Queenslanders, Yeti matchup and a 21-year-old bull rider who makes his home in Calliope, Queensland. This is Ben Bode. The number 7 ranked bull rider for the 2025 season has drawn a bull that has never been ridden. This is a bull they call Unstable from Dunbucking Bulls. And there you can see the deficit, New South Wales.
If Queensland have a chance, this is the cowboy in our Bisley Workwear buck and shoot right now that needs to stand tall for his team. He's seen what Luan was able to do. His Queensland teammates are looking over, and when they see a cowboy like Ben Bode strapping on the chaps right next to you, you got to be filled with a bit of confidence. So let's see how he goes. As you said, unstable, unridden.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment here for the 21-year-old trying to prove a point. Money chops. Money chops at that bowl, and you can see the result. Can-Am tell us 3.61, so another missed opportunity for the Maroons. And I tell you what, this thing is close. It is going to go right down to the very last bull in the bonus round tonight, just like it did in Brisbane in Origin 2. This is J.O. Regard Franco from Brazil. You know, these Brazilians, they don't speak any English, but they know one thing, and one thing only, and that is the sound of your hands coming together, the sound of your voices uniting, the applause, the cheering. They love it. It all means exactly the same thing in Portuguese.
What a moment for this bull rider to be in this arena, the ICC Theatre in Sydney, with a chance to put some numbers into the account of Team New South Wales.
Well, they are trying to create history. They are trying to win their very first Origin Series here tonight. And J.O. Regard Franco on Ariet's last strike. Bull's been ridden one time. Macaulay Leather rode him for 83.5. New South Wales.
Oh. Coming down hard on the handlebars there.
Yeah, you know, and a good out for that bull, a 41.5-point bull score. But right now, we're going to throw to a Brisley live cross. My good friend Josh Hansen is standing by with someone special.
Yeah, another very special guest was with Monster Energy athlete and 2022 PBR World Champion Dallin Swearingen. Dallin, I know you've been in the country for a few days now. How are you enjoying Australia?
Yeah, no, we've had a great time over here. You know, the hospitality's been great. Look forward to coming back and riding here in Australia.
Yeah, good stuff. What about this arena? It's pretty tight, a bit like the one in Albuquerque at the pit.
Yeah, the pit. Yeah, no, this is jam-packed. It's cool. Everybody's got a great seat. And, this is some great bull riding.
Yeah, we're on the eve of the PBR team season as well. The Carolina Cowboys, you fell just short last year of the title. Can you just back it up this year and win it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We had a great training camp this past couple weeks ago, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, good luck, mate. No, we'll catch you when you come back down to ride.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Oh, so good to see Dallin Swearingen joining us down under the 2022 PBR Champion of the World.
Man, he looks so cool, that Monster Energy athlete. He is something what a lot of our Cowboys would aspire for, the opportunity to be granted for them to have Monster tap them on the shoulder with the giant claw. Well, this is a Cowboy now for Queensland from Cloncurry. We're talking about Jack Keats.
Yeah, 27 years of age right now, and a young man that is trying to help Team Queensland close the gap on the New South Welshman. Rome Aviation without warning is the bull. Now, big-time opportunity for him. He's number 20 right now on the Monster Energy Tour here in Australia. So an opportunity for him to win some valuable points this weekend to move him up that championship ladder in his pursuit to qualify for the PBR Grand Finals in Townsville. But more importantly, to help his team, to help the other 9 Maroons right now do something that no team has ever done before and win 6 straight PBR Origin events. Jack Keats, Harriet Bucking shoot, and we are riding bulls. Boy, Rome Aviation without warning is the name of that bull. Wow. Without warning, there was none for Jack Keats. So, he's back. There he goes. You know, our stock contractors, they have come from near and far, from way up in central Queensland to the bottom of Victoria. They have brought bulls for Origin III, and we are very, very grateful for the livestock that they supply us. Infrastructure New South Wales matchup, and we are about to look at a veteran bull rider. No, we're going to change it. We're going to go to the re-ride for Bryn Francis. Remember a moment ago, he had 76 points with the option of a re-ride. He talked it over with the Queensland coach, Jared Bagheero, and he said, if we're going to win this thing, we're going to win this thing the right way. We are going to take every opportunity to get as many points on the board as we possibly can. And this 23-year-old rolled the dice, and the re-ride bull is Vanilla Ice from MC Bucking Bulls. We watch this bull in Armadale. He's being ridden one time. Come on, Bryn. Bring it. Bring it. Oh, yes, for Queensland. Well, it was a great decision between Jared Bagheero and Bryn Francis to boldly take that re-ride opportunity. And 82 1/4 points is way better than 76. And that is a good thing for the Queensland.
Oh, what about a good thing? Talk about pressure. He said, Coach, let me have another go. And look at him just eat up Vanilla Ice. Bryn Francis. An oh so important ride for Team Queensland. Our Snow River Caravan replay telling the tale. Wow, what a moment.
So they call this bull Winchester. And the bull rider is a 33-year-old from Sao Paulo, Brazil. His name is Diego Galdino dos Santos. The number 15 ranked bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour placed second at the Touring Pro event in Bloomsbury last weekend. He has been in Australia for around about 18 months. He came over here last year at the beginning of the 2024 season, loved it that much, says, I would like to stay one more year. And we are glad to have this flamboyant character from South America joining us here in the Origin competition. And a bull that has only been out one time, and he was explosive at Burnett Heads 3 weeks ago. Bucked off Lachlan Waters.
If this cowboy can get it done, we are gonna raise this roof. These Brazilians, they wear their hearts on their sleeve and they feed on your energy, Sydney. And this cowboy will light this place up. Winchester is the bull. He's got to get past. As you said, we don't know much about him. Maybe.
Look, Diego, I mean, he takes this thing very seriously. He's out of bed 5 o'clock every morning. He gets up. He meditates for an hour. He spends 1 hour of prayer. Then he goes to work. He dreams about riding bulls. Day in, day out, he practices. I mean, this man absolutely pounds the pavement as a professional bull rider.
And you see him walk down that corridor, the smile on his face says it all. He just lives for this moment, lives for this sport, and he loves everything about it.
If you have a look at this man's body, he is that fit. This man would fit right in the UFC.
Oh, down there with Ty.
That's it. So some trouble here is Diego. Oh, you guys are pretty good. So some trouble down here in the Monster Energy chute with the South American New South Wales bull rider, Diego Galdino dos Santos, trying to tie his hand to the back of this toro called Winchester. Ladies and gentlemen, do him a favor right here and scream at him. Come on, Diego, go! Go! Oh, my goodness. Oh, we love him. He is a crowd favorite, 83 3/4 points for New South Wales.
What a bull ride! What a champion cowboy! And he did not disappoint.
So an interesting story here that I want to tell you really quick about this bull. This bull is owned by the nephew of Mitch James from Paradise Outdoor Advertising. The bull's name is Little Big Time. Now, Mitch's nephew, he's only a little bitty fella, he collected $1,000 in recyclable bottles to purchase an embryo that produced this bull. Little Big Time. What an outstanding young man he is, and a two-time New Zealand champion on his back. This is Riley Ward. Wow, you know, he had a big win last weekend in Bloomsbury, Queensland at the Touring Pro Stop, but the two-time New Zealand champion has struggled during the PBR Origin series. Ladies and gentlemen, don't let him leave here feeling disappointed. How about you put your left hand with your right hand, make a little noise for my friend, Riley Ward. So right about now, I've got something very interesting to tell each and every one of you. Sydney, who wants to win a $1,000 Ariat gift card? Oh, you do? All right. So all you'd have to do is get your phone out and scan the QR code on the screen and enter. It is just that easy. So one lucky fan will score $1,000 to spend on the best boots and apparel in the game. Ariat's the gear trusted by the toughest cowboys in the sport, and now it's your chance to take home this epic prize. The winner will be announced next week, so don't miss out. So get those phones out and scan away. So let's take a look right now at the leaderboard tonight and see exactly where the cards have fallen. And look at this. Wow. So New South Wales have ridden 4 bulls, 335 1/4 in response to Team Queensland with 167 3/4. So that is the state of the nation. So right now, everybody, then we're going to take our official 10-minute Can-Am intermission break and push the jersey sale. So don't forget, head on out to the merchandise booth, grab yourself a PBR jersey, whether you're from Queensland, whether you're from New South Wales. We're going to take 10 minutes to give you an opportunity to get out there and get yourself one of these, and we're going to be coming back with the second half of the show.
Doesn't matter what happens to you. Life don't stop. Neither do I.
Ram Trucks has always led the way. From cruising to crossing, working to playing. splashing to climbing. It's what's expected. What's unexpected is the unrivaled luxury in the new Hurricane Ram 1500 and the unexpected power of the new Hurricane engine that's unrivaled in pickup trucks. Ram eats everything else for breakfast.
Well, I'm running like my hands on fire, and I don't intend to stop even when my legs grow tired. And I got a message from Colorado straight from Texas, captured most of me, just let me be.
The team at the Beanley Rum Distillery on the banks of the Albert River certainly are a resilient lot. They've been crafting their world-class rum with the same care since 1884 and insist on using the finest local ingredients, like pristine Queensland rainwater. History tells us that, on occasion, they get just a little too much. Looks like they're ready this time, though. Beanley Rum, the real Australian spirit.
Custom designed for your adventures, to take the road less traveled, to discover this land's natural beauty. Engineered and tested tested for the rugged Australian environment. Experience more with Snowy River Caravans.
Welcome to POA.
So, okay, PBR fans, we just want to tell you that Can-Am are the best side-by-side products for a farm, so it's so much easier for you to try them yourself. And Can-Am offers free on-farm demos to get a Defender dropped on your farm for just 24 hours. All you have to do is scan the QR and book your demo right now. That's right, pull out your phone and follow the links to book your free on-the-farm demo today with Can-Am. And if you are looking for your next PBR fix, the Monster Energy Tour will be visiting Hawkesbury Showgrounds on September the 5th and 6th. Then we head to Orange at Wade Park Stadium on September 20, followed by Nowra Rugby Park on September 27. And our last 2025 New South Wales tour stop will be at the last Cowboys standing in Tamworth's A-Leck Arena on October 24th and 25th. Tickets are on sale now. Visit pbraustralia.com for more information.
Bull Stories.
Previously on Bull Stories.
Go say hi to Legit in his locker room after this. He loves meeting up-and-comers.
There's Legit's horns? This area is off limits. Who the hell are you?
Who am I? Well, I'm nobody. And you're my hero, and I just wanted to meet you.
But instead, you discovered my secret shame that I've had a horn job. I wear a piece. Sorry, kid. Never meet your heroes, I guess. They always let you down.
I don't feel let down.
You don't?
No, nothing could ever take away from what a stud you are in the arena, Mr. Two. But if I may say so, sir, you shouldn't be ashamed of who you are. Maybe if you were to come out publicly, well, it could really make a difference.
You might be on to something there, kid.
A way to make the world a better place?
No! A way for me to make more money, woo! Millions of bulls everywhere suffer from bull pattern horn loss, including me. I'm legit too. Average buck off time 2.81 seconds. That's why I use Just for Bulls horn loss treatment. So, if you too want to be too legit to quit, seize the bulls by the horns and use what I use. Just for Bulls. Anything else is just bull. Oh, gosh.
Bull Stories.
Oh, have mercy. My only thought was to keep them extra clothes fall off. I told her put an extra layer on. I know what happens when she drinks Patron. Her closet's missing half the things she bought. Yeah, tequila makes her clothes fall off.
So here we go. Let's bring a little love into the air tonight. Ooh. Come on, big guy. Oh, what a stallion. Oh! Oh! Oh my God, the Mardi Gras come early. So let us take you to another Bisley workwear behind the chutes right now. Down in the middle with three of the most talented men in the business. Josh Hansen has got the Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes.
Yeah, I do, Wazza. I'm down here with Eric Richardson, Josh Burks, and Nick Wilson. Guys, pretty tough in these small arenas. Eric, how do you handle coming into a small arena like this?
Oh, it's no different than any other arena. Just a bit tight, a bit close. You don't have to go as far.
And in these, do you ever get nervous when you come into these events?
Nah, we do it every weekend and we love it. Yeah, good team of boys who don't get nervous at all.
Josh, how do you... This is another one that I've been asked a fair few times by fans and that. How do you get your head around, like if you come out of a bad wreck or a close call or something like that, how do you pick yourself up and go at it again?
If you're going to dwell on it, it's going to happen again. So if you can pack it out of your mind, and if it's even that bull that's got you the first time, you tack him the second time harder and make sure he doesn't get you.
Thanks, mate. And Nick, one final question. What's the hardest part of the job of protection athlete that people might not think about?
Oh, geez. Probably the fitness of it, how draining it is and all that. So, yeah, that's probably the hardest part of it.
Thanks very much, guys. You're doing a good job.
Oh, our Snowy River Protection athletes doing an outstanding job here at Origin 3. Well, as we get set to move into round number 2, we're going to bring 10 Queenslanders, match them up against 10 bull riders from New South Wales. They're going to get on another bull, and we're going to start off with this man, Sam Woodall, the bull rider that started it all off. He has drawn the unridden bull called Alpha Blokes Warden. We got Bo Willis from Queensland, Jack Rowlandson up on Uppercut. Nash Mellors is matched up against Even Up. Flip the page, and it is Lachlan Waters for New South Wales on the midnight special. Sky High will be attempted by Thomas Triplett, and Clint Glass is up against Jungle Full of Hillbillies. Then we go to Zane Hall. He made a great ride in round number 1 for Team Queensland on All the Rage. Conquistador and Tyson Smith. And Kurt Shepherd is going to step it up with his Draw of Treason. That is the matchups coming up next.
Well, folks, you need to be sat down and strapped in because here we go. Round 2, Section 1, brought to you by Bisley Workwear.
Well, let me talk about a matchup of the century right here. A bull that has been bucked in PBR competition 23 times, and 23 times he remains undefeated. But he is up against a bull rider that has already put points on the board for the much-needed New South Wales. Sam Woodall, the 27-year-old Alpha Blokes Warden. This could be a history-making Origin bull ride right here. Help him out, New South Wales. Let's go. Come on, Sam. Oh, and the Can-Am clock stops at 4.99 seconds, and what an outstanding out for Alpha Blokes Warden. Look at the bull score, 44 points. Which tells us that that is the highest marked bull of Origin 3 at this moment.
Oh, look at the despair on Sam Woodall's face. He went to work on that left leg. He thought he had him in the pocket. But Alpha Blokes Warden just... Hey, put your hands together, folks, for Sam Woodall. What a ride that was.
So Monster Energy bring us a moment in time with a bull from MJ Keeler and Josh Maguire called Moosey's Moto Moto. And the 34-year-old bull rider, bull buster for Team Queensland, Bo Willis. Here is another unridden bull. Queensland trailing by 2 bulls. A big ride here. They need some big numbers on the board. And this is the kind of bull that you can get those 90-point rides on if you're good enough to twist him. Come on, Bo.
Well, it looks like they got in there as a slap. That hand come down, that free riding hand. Slap the back of that bull, the shoulder there, and unfortunately, Moose's Moto Moto.
So a good out for that bull, a 42 3/4 point score. And tonight, at the end of the show, when we have our presentations, we will be crowning a Yeti Wild Bull of the event. Plus, we'll be crowning our Cowboy of Origin. Also, we will be crowning the winning team of Origin for 2025.
Well, this is a chance here for Jack Rowlandson, ladies and gentlemen. Sitting there in the Sydney Harbour doing his media this week. He was on Sunrise, getting involved this morning. This is a cowboy that is full of promise. He's drawn uppercut from Maine's Bucking Bulls. Here we go.
Can New South Wales do it again? And uppercut lands a huge blow on the outgate of the PBR Arena.
Uppercut just bucking his way all the way out.
Wow. 5.55 and no score for New South Wales, which brings us to a much-needed qualified ride for Queensland. Monster Energy bucking chute. And the 19-year-old talent from Graysmere, Queensland, Nash Mellors. Even up. That's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to try and even up Origin 3 for Queensland. Morgie's Cattle Company, bring us this bull.
We talked about how wild and reckless this cowboy is. And he's ready for a fist fight. He's not going to be happy with the way it started in round one. So he needs it now in round two.
You know, and this could be one of the most rideable bulls in round number two. I will never bet against Nash Mellors. Not when he's right. When he's riding bulls, he's riding bulls. Once again. Wow, did you see that bull rope?
That screen is very expensive, Warren.
Wow.
Very expensive. And that bull rope just came oh so close.
Yeah, it's not the rope we're worried about, it's the bell on the end of it.
Well,
you can see here on the Snowy River Caravan replay here, well, you can't see it because the bull rope is about 20 feet above that. And no score for Queensland as they struggle to try to get back into the thick of the fight. So it is Lachlan Waters that we turn to for New South Wales. Ram trucks bring us this matchup. Don't forget to head to the nearest Ram dealer and test drive the all-new Ram. That's it. Slap your hands together. Everybody knows the Eagle Rock. So looking at the deficit, 2-4. Lachlan Waters from Oakbank, South Australia, wearing the blue. Midnight Special is the name of this bull. Diamond S Bucking Bulls. So a big missed opportunity there for New South Wales to get a little further ahead of the Queenslanders. Whoa. Oh, man, he's mean. Wow. Well, that brings us to a Snowy River Caravans matchup. And a young bull rider riding for Queensland that is about to embark on the greatest adventure of his bull riding career. It was only 6 weeks ago he was drafted by the PBR teams competition in the United States of America and will be heading over, joining the elite level of the professional bull riders in the United States. Thomas Triplett from Bungendara, Queensland, the number 6 man on the Monster Energy Tour, is up against Morgie Cattle Company's Sky High. This bull right here is undefeated. He's been bucked 17 times, and 17 times this bull has won. Could Thomas Triplett become the first man to break the ice on the back of this beast? I say yes. Come on, Thomas, do it! Do it! My goodness. And we have a challenge. So obviously, our coach from Team Queensland has decided that he's going to challenge this call. So what I'm thinking is that he seems to think that there was a foul of some sort. So the replay judge, Al Southern, is taking a look to see whether or not there was indeed a foul, whether or not the bull hipped himself on the chute, fouled the bull rider. It could be right here at the very start.
Man, it is a big bull. Really kicking the lights out there.
Wow, he nearly punched a hole in the roof. So a monumental decision is going to be handed down right here for the Queenslanders.
Well, there's no doubt he touches, but the judge is not looking at that, is he? He's looking to see whether it affected the bull.
Definitely. The call is made on a foul, so that's what we're looking at here, whether or not there was a foul. And the bull's direction changed enough to warrant Thomas Triplett bucking off, and I'd hate to be in his position, and he says no score for Team Queensland. And I hate to be the elephant in the room right here, but I'm just going to point this out. Origin 3 competition fans, Queenslanders, all 4 judges here at this event this weekend are from New South Wales.
Whoa.
Whoa. I'm telling you.
Warren. The scandal is alive here, but you know what?
So let's go down to our Bisley Workwear Behind the Chutes moment with Josh Hanson.
Yeah, thanks, Waz. Down here with the coaches, just thought we'd get a quick update. Lockie, a couple of rides ahead, but you can never be too comfortable out in front of these kind of competitions, can you?
No, just take one at a time and keep the boys are feeling good and riding good, so we'll just keep it up.
Good matchup coming here with Clint Glass, about to get on Jungleful Hillbillies. Been on him before, took him to over 7 seconds. Good chance to ride him again tonight.
8 seconds tonight for sure.
Good stuff. I'll let you go, please. And Jared, just behind, but you can't fault what the effort that the guys have put in so far.
Nah, mate, the boys are putting out 110, but might sound silly, but this is where we want to be. We're Queenslanders, and we'll come from behind and we'll get it done.
Yeah, plenty of good matchups remaining from your guys. You still got Kurt Shepherd and a few other guys to come, so yeah, good luck.
Yeah, mate, we got what 5, 6 matchups left, and I got these boys back, and they're not going to let the state down.
Good stuff, thanks, mate.
Well, you heard it from the horse's mouth, or from the coach's mouth, I should say. Lachlan Richardson, I mean, he is on fire right now, and he's got a big smile. You could tell by the demeanor there of Jared Baquero that this thing right now is absolutely on the line for Team Queensland. Let's head to a bull and a rematch. This is Jungle Full of Hillbillies, the name of the bull, from Diamond S Bucking Bulls. And Clint Glass, the man from Willow Tree, New South Wales. Can he ride him this time? New South Wales. Oh. And 7.77. And he's going to hit the challenge button. Wow.
This is like a Hail Mary right here, isn't it? Clint Glass, more out of frustration, I think. He just wanted to hit that button just to have a look at it. He knows he had that bull rode. Al Southern will jump up out of his chair again, get that thumb on the stopwatch. We'll have another look and run the clock over it.
Yeah, you know, this bull bucked him off in Tamworth at the PBR Cowboy last year in October. And he was set to get a qualified ride on him here, and you can see the background there exactly when he hit the ground. But like I said, it is up to the judge to determine whether or not that 8-second clock did start at the correct moment.
Well, he's looking for the shoulders to cross that line, right? That's where that bull starts the clock.
So once again, a decision that could have big-time implications for the outcome of the overall Origin champion, and he says no score for Clint Glass. So once again, Queensland breathing a sigh of relief. Still two bulls behind the bull riders from New South Wales.
Wow. This is where Queensland found success in round one. The young cowboy I'm talking about right now in Zane Hall. He finds himself in the Bisley Workwear Chute where Queensland absolutely needing a ride to start the trend, to start the momentum. But he's got to get past all the rage to get it done.
Yeah, you know, but he's riding with so much confidence. 85.5 points in round number one. Zane Hall. I believe this bull rider is up to the task to lead Queensland one step further here, and another bull ridden in this competition. The number 9 man on the Monster Energy Tour. Can he ride 2 for 2? He's into his hand. He's making the moves. Come on. Bring it. Oh, and that is exactly what the Queenslanders needed. Ladies and gentlemen, lay a little love on Zane Hole. Numbers are coming in. 85 points for Queensland. 85. So there is just a 1 bull deficit now between the Blues and the Maroons, with Zane Hall stepping up and putting together a great performance here in Origin 3.
Wow. Now this is it. I want everyone to have a moment. There was a young man sitting out there in the sheds. He was here as an alternate. He brought his gear bag just in case. I'm talking about Toby Leake. He then gets a tap on the shoulder and they say, "You're up, son." So this is the first time we see this guy from Dubgog, New South Wales.
You know, and Toby Leake has represented New South Wales in Origin competition in the past. Conquistador is the bull. The unridden bucking bull from Maine's Bulls. All right, Toby, let's step up. Wow, that is a good-looking dude.
Oh, talk about having every ounce of oxygen thumped out of your lungs. Watch our Snowy River Caravan replay here. When Toby Leake hits the dirt, he does not bounce. Oh, right on the side.
Wow. They could have walked up, kicked a bit of dirt over him, and seen whether or not he was going to grow.
Oh, he was dead set buried. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know you probably don't like this being a parochial New South Wales crowd, but Queensland's hope right now is Kurt Shepherd, the current #1 Cowboy. He has an opportunity to level that scoreboard.
You know, when he's got 9 other bull riders wearing the very same colors on their back, that are all standing on the back of the chutes right now, hoping and praying that Kurt Shepherd can help them level the score and bring them back into the fight. The bull is Treason from Maine's Bucking Bulls, and we've only watched this bull twice. Don't really know a lot about this bull other than he bucked off Zane Hall and Jack Keats. But you're looking at the #1 bull rider in PBR Australia. And the clock stops with a touch at 2.53, and Queensland right now are reeling. They are reeling with disappointment as the biggest name for Team Queensland comes down.
Tell you what, Jared Bagero, you can see him staring at that screen. He's climbing over the chutes. He's going to jump in the ear here of our arena director, Morris Morton.
So let's take a look at that leaderboard. We're going to bring this up to you right now. We're going to take a look. So Queenslanders, 252 3/4. New South Wales, 335. So, wow, here we are. It is a 1 bull deficit. Folks, we got something really, really cool coming up right now. And my good friend Simon Mallory. My good friend Simon Mallory is going to tell us a little bit about it.
Oh, that is right, Wazza, and we are looking at it right now on the big screen. We're talking about the Bisley Workwear Magic Shirt Challenge. So I'm looking around the crowd here, and I want to see who's up to win some Bisley Workwear gear. We're looking for the super fans. I'm looking around. I can see a few, all right. At the top there, we're going to need someone with an eagle eye. Oh, I'm looking down there. I can see a lady. This gentleman right here. Look at this guy in the white shirt, ruling around. Hey there, big guy. You've done it. Come on over here. Come on over here. All right, all right. Talk about fight up. How you doing, buddy? What's your name?
Fat Johnson.
Fat Johnson. All right, and what do you do for a crust?
Mate, I sell software, baby.
Sell software? Wow. He's going to be looking pretty flash in his Bisley Workwear gear. Now, Bisley have dipped their hands into their pockets, and they're going to give a $1,000 workwear voucher out if you can complete a task. Are you up for it?
Man, I'm up for it. I'm ready.
Oh, well, have a look at the big screen right now, and we're going to put up 3 shirts. We've got $1,000. Now, we've hidden it in the middle. All right, you're watching there, you're paying attention. It's in the middle. Okay. So, the challenge is going to be on you to follow where that shirt goes. If you can pick where it lands at the end, you win $1,000. Are you up for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, so am I. I feel like Grant Denyer. Actually, this is pretty cool. All right. Well, you know what? Let's roll the tape. I want you to have a look at that big screen. It's over to you, Big John. Oh, you weren't expecting it to jump. He's got the finger out. Oh, 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 hold on. Big man John, the crowd is getting loose in here. All right, hang on a second. Our Bisley Workwear voucher's up. You got 3 choices there. You got 1, 2, or 3. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking number 3, baby.
Well, hang on. Before we do that, I want to actually check with the crowd right now. Who thinks it should be number 1? Who thinks it should be 2? Who's thinking with the big man here at 3? Well, let's have a look at the big screen. Roll the drums. Let's see if you were right. We got a winner! The shirt is off. He's got himself the Bisley Workwear. We don't have the shirts here. You're going to have to get it back on. Well, Warren, this crowd is lit up. We are Sydney ICC Theatre. We're getting loose. And this man is a New South Wales buddy.
Yeah, that is what you look like everyday workwear as a software provider right there. That's how they dress. Okay, well, our good friends from Bisley got him covered. Let's have a look at round 2, section number 2, the matchups. And it is Alison Aguilar from New South Wales up against Arian's Lost Soul. Bryn Francis will test the name of this next bull right here in the bull called Del Rio. Dylan Weir's on Haymaker. Caden Sandilands, the man from Rockhampton, on Thick Shake. Then we flip it over and we go to Luan Christine Camara and Revolver. The bull Twist and Shout will be tested by Ben Bode from Queensland. And J.O. Regard Franco for New South Wales. Wyatt Earp, hanging high, Jack Keats. Diego Galdino dos Santos with Chavez. And Riley Ward is up against Booga Wooga. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to move into round number 2, section number 2, brought to you by the official off-road partner of the PBR, Can-Am. So there is a 1-bull deficit between the two teams as New South Wales are trying to create history and win their very first PBR Origin series. Alison Aguilar from Brazil, the 29-year-old, is trying to help New South Wales deliver that promise that they made to themselves at the start of the Origin season. Aritz Lost Soul, on the other hand, is the bull that he's up against. A big-time bucker from Dunbucking Bulls out of Jaringa, Central Queensland, that up until this point has never been ridden. This is a battle of the ages right here, with a Brazilian bull rider trying to become the first man in PBR history to get a qualified ride on this bovine beast. And here we go, New South Wales. Wow, that bull just blew out of the chute. I mean, he just dropped the clutch. And it is no score for Alison Aguilar. Man, 4.41 seconds is all that it took, folks. Like I said, he's all the way from South America. He can't speak any English. How about you liven his Saturday night up just a little bit? Would you do that, Sydney? So it was Bryn Francis that made the decision to take a much-needed re-ride in round number 1. Adding an extra 8 points to the Queensland total with that 82.25 point bull ride. Monster Energy matchup, and this is a rematch between these two. Between Bryn Francis from Mara and Del Rio from Maine's Bucking Bulls. The bull bucked him off in Scone last year. And here is another bull that has yet to be ridden. Could tonight be the night? Look out. Look out. Del Rio. The Maine's Bucking Bulls is going to win the battle for the second time between Bryn Francis and himself.
Jeez, I had my hopes on Bryn right there, Warren. I watched the way he said to no to the he said he accepted the re-ride. He wanted it. It came out. He rode his bull. Like, he was in the seat right there. He was in the zone, but Del Rio had other plans.
So from one rematch to another, and it was in May, right here in the city of Sydney at Meatstock at the Touring Pro, that these two met. Haymaker and Dylan Weir from Tumut, New South Wales. And the outcome was in favor of Haymaker. The number 19 ranked bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour. And a lot of bull riders from the team of New South Wales have pinned their hopes on the ability, the talent, and the tenacity of this 24-year-old. And a great opportunity there on the big screen to take a look at Dylan Weir as he gets ready to slide up and nod his head. And New South Wales looking for another qualified ride to just move themselves just that little bit further ahead of the Queenslanders. Could this be the ride that does it for them? Come on, Dylan. Keep going. So by the sound of that, there's a lot of people in this building tonight that are cheering for New South Wales. And 78.5 points, but here's some drama. All right, here's a little bit of drama. Similar scenario to Bryn Francis in round number 1, 79.5, an automatic re-ride option for Team New South Wales. But this guy right here, and a sensible move for New South Wales, they are going to keep the score.
And he's keeping the score. He's just driving that tally further and further away from Queensland's grasp. But this man has a bit of retribution on his mind. Caden Sandlands, as you said earlier in round one, he had that injury 2 weeks ago, but he strapped himself in, he's got his glove in the rope, and he's ready.
I love the name of this bull. They call him the Thick Shake. Oh, Caden, come on, round and round we go. Where he stops, nobody knows. Oh. Wow. How about a big hand for how tough that guy is right there, Caden Sandlands.
82.25 points for Team Queensland. Tell you, Caden Sandylands, that's exactly what they needed from him. We're now 4 versus 5.
Yeah, 82.25 points for Caden Sandilands, and I mean, you know, let's be realistic right here. Queensland needed that great ride, but look at this right here. This is kind of a little different than watching golf, isn't it?
Oh, I would say that. Hey, Warren, I know you like to party like the rest of them, and where would you think we should be going after tonight to keep this fun happening?
To the PBR after party, the official Origin after party. Where is it at?
It is at the Pump House.
Wow.
So, as soon as you leave the venue, you head on out, take a right, and head on down to the Pump House to let the good times continue.
So we get back to business here in round number 2, and don't forget the top 4 bull riders from New South Wales are going to match up with the top 4 from Queensland in our bonus round, which is yet to come. So this is Luan Christina Camara, the number 2 ranked bull rider in the country, marked 84.25 points for Team New South Wales in round number 1. This is a bull that is on another level. They've ridden this bull one time for an 88-point score. This is Revolver from Dunbucking Bulls.
This is a matchup that he wanted. This is a sort of cowboy that wants a bull of this caliber. If he wants to show this country how good he really is, he needs to start dominating bulls like Revolver. Here we go.
Whoa. And shots fired from Revolver. Boy.
Man, that was a big bucking bull.
So the number 2 bull rider in PBR Australia right now bucked off very, very easily. 2.41 by Revolver. And, you know, it's going to be interesting. I got a feeling that we're going to see Luan Christina Camara come back in that bonus round. So we will most likely get to see that Brazilian bull rider one more time this weekend.
Well, time to put in our dancing shoes, Queenslanders, because Twist and Shout is the bull that Ben Bode finds himself on the back of here. 21 years of age from Calliope, Queensland. He didn't have the trip that he wanted. He didn't ride that bull in round 1. So it's his chance for a bit of redemption. But 19 times, only been ridden the 2 times.
Yeah, you know, and the thing about it is Ben Bode is one of those 19 times. These two met in Mackay at the Monster Energy Tour Invitational in Mackay, North Queensland last year, and this bull bucked him off. So one more time we are looking at a bull rider not only trying to help his team, but to prove a point mentally to himself that he is still in the game. The number 7 bull rider on the Monster Energy Tour, and Twist and Shout from Dunbucking Bulls. Will the Queenslander ride him this time? And a great out for Twist and Shout here tonight. No score for Queensland. Great look at the buck off there on the Snowy River Caravans replay as we head to the Monster Energy bucking chute. to the next man. You know, and I mean, the way this thing is going here tonight, I mean, both teams are going at it head-to-head. This is true Origin competition. And like I said, it is going to go right down to that bonus round to determine who will hold that trophy up high here in Origin 3.
That's right, 8 rides in that bonus round. So we're getting here close to the end of this section. There's only 4 to go. We need to see J.O. Regard Franco on Wyatt Earp. If he gets a bull ride here, again, he leaps that little bit further for his teammates.
Yeah, you know, what an interesting year as he comes in here. He's not carrying a lot of form like the rest of the Brazilians that have made it into the New South Wales team. He's probably the least experienced of the trio. The 24-year-old right now is just outside the top 20 on the Monster Energy Tour. Bucked off in round number 1, but he has an opportunity here on a bull that they rode for 83 points. And it was Sam Woodall rode this bull, a fellow New South Wales team member, rode him in Armadale last year for that 83-point score. But since then, this bull has actually got better. Wyatt Earp from Lazy G Bucking Bulls.
No doubt shooting from the hip at that Monster Energy bucking shoot now. There's a lot of blue jerseys looking over there. The captain, Lockie Richardson, the coach, I should say. Getting his eye on there, giving him some support. Here we go.
He's telling him to ride this bull at all costs. Wow.
Yeah, the hardest thing has got to be getting up and having your helmet full of their sand.
Wow,
Hey, look, everyone, I just want you to help me out here, Sydney. Help me out here a bit, because there's a cowboy that I think needs some of your love. We're talking about that cowboy Tyson Smith right there. Unfortunately, he did his bit for his team. He got his job done, but now he's going to be on the sidelines cheering the boys home.
All right, well, Wyatt Earp, he's waiting for Doc Holliday and the rest of his gang. And head back to Tombstone. Here they go. Uh-oh. Traffic jam. Shut the gates. There we go. We got him. We got him.
Boy, oh boy. Our arena crew there, heart and mouth stuff. Shane Farrer getting that gate shut just in time. Well, here we go. We're looking at Jack Keats, a cowboy from Queensland, looking to do his bit. He's got a chance here with Hanging High. 3 times it's been ridden, only that once. Sam Woodall did it, 82 points there in Sydney earlier this year.
Yeah, you know, and Jack Keats, you know, he's another one of these Queensland bull riders coming into the team with probably not the best form, but you know what? It is an 8-second bull ride, and anything can happen at any given moment. It can be just that one bull that can turn your whole season around. Here we go.
You know, one thing we cannot dispute is the quality of these bulls. We are looking here at the PBR. We've got the best of the best coming here in the ICC Sydney Theatre. I mean, it's a tough competition. It's a tough challenge, and these bulls are just getting tougher day by day.
So Can-Am, the official off-road partner of the professional bull riders, are going to bring us our second last matchup of round number 2. He put together 83 3/4 points in round number 1. Riding for Team New South Wales is Diego Galdino dos Santos. I want to see a little go, Diego, go, when he nods his head on Chavez from Lazy G Bucking Bulls. this 33-year-old has the attitude, that it takes to become a champion. Bisley workwear, bucking shoot. Diego just trying to get himself set. How many people tonight are cheering for the Cowboy? How many people are cheering for the Bull? How many of you people are screaming for no reason at all?
Oh, I'd be screaming too. This is a night that you want, a decider in Darling Harbour. And this is a man here, the Bull right now, playing up in the chute, leaning in on him.
Yeah, Chavez, you know, only been ridden twice, and you can see Diego, he's going to get back up, and he's going to reset right here. Hey, but don't forget about that official after party tonight at the Pump House. We're going to be rocking and rolling with the Professional Bull Riders official after party at the Pump House tonight. All right, Diego tying himself to the back of this bull. Knows exactly what's at stake here. He played this game 12 months ago in PBR Origin last year. Diego! Wow. The bull goes right, he goes left, and it is no score for Team New South Wales. So there is just one matchup left to round down round number 2. Don't forget the bonus round is coming up. Probably the 8 most important rides that you're going to see here to determine the factor of who is going to walk out of this arena tonight carrying that trophy and who is going to go home and have to do it again next year.
Well, I'm liking the idea of this right now. This young Kiwi, Riley Ward. He's over there in that Ariat bucking chute just to the right. He is a classy cowboy. He has got the goods there for the Team New Zealand.
Yeah, you know what I mean? A big confidence-building moment for him last weekend, winning at the Dittman Bull Pit, the PBR Touring Pro for this 20-year-old on Booga Wooga from Lazy G Bucking Bulls. Queensland need this moment. They need a qualified ride. Come on, Riley. You have to do it. And 6.32 seconds is not going to get it done. The Orlando Tequila matchup and the 2-time New Zealand champion comes down. So Jared Baguero, the coach of Team Queensland, looking very, very anxious down there in front of those bucking chutes. So we're going to take a look right now at the Monster Energy leaderboard here and see just exactly where things sit after 2 rounds of competition. Now, don't forget the bonus round is still to come. But you can see the New South Wales are hanging on to a 1-bull lead. So 4:14 3/4 up against 3:35 for Team Queensland. Like I said, it is all going to come down to the final 8 bulls here on a Saturday night in ICC Arena here in Sydney. But my good friend Simon Mallory, Simon, where are you exactly?
Oh, Warren, it's one of these nights where here at the PBR, our sponsors just want to get involved. They just want to help this crowd out. And we are lucky enough to have Yeti that have given us one of these engraved PBR. You can't buy these anywhere. But what they need to see is a Yeti fan of the night. So let's get that camera looking around this crowd, and I want to see who that could be. Oh, this place is getting lit up, the ICC Theatre.
Oh, wow. My goodness.
Oh, this is tough. This is hard to choose, but I think I'm landing on something up here. We got a hen's night. Oh, dear. Well, I've been looking here all night, Warren. This has been great to see, but all night there's been one person that has been screaming louder than most. I want you to come up here with me. I'm talking about this lady in the green dress right there, that aqua dress. You there in the brown hat, come on out here, come on out here. All night she has been cheering. Who are you going for? Well, ladies, what is your name? Amanda, we've been watching you. All of Sydney's been watching you. You are our Yeti fan of the night.
Oh, wow. Talk about excited. Congratulations, Amanda, our fan of the night. Well, folks, PBR Origin is not just all about bull riding. It is about entertainment, and it is jam-packed here this evening. Folks, I would like to welcome into the arena to perform for you 3 songs before we go to our bonus round here tonight. She is a country music recording artist. She is just back from Nashville in the United States of America. Would you please welcome here to Sydney tonight the one, the only, Haley Jensen. So we are going to be back with the bonus round of PBR Origin 3 right after this video.
I've been having dreams about falling in love. It feels so real, but nobody is here when I wake up. Do you know my name? The devil's in the detail. I'm a natural born killer.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because we have arrived. It is time for the Monster Energy bonus round!
So the stage has been set as we roll into the final 8 bull riders here in Origin 3. New South Wales lead by 1 bull over Team Queensland. How many people here tonight are cheering for Team Queensland? The question is, how many people here tonight are cheering for New South Wales? Ooh. Wow. Welcome to Rome.
Well, I'm thinking I'm going to hide my Queensland jersey under my jacket tonight. Here is the tale of the tape. We are 4 rides to 5. New South Wales staring down their first ever victory, but it comes down to 4 rides each.
Yeah, so you got to remember, we got to go way back 6 years ago to the very first Origin competition, and it was Team Queensland that left this very building holding that fabulous trophy high. They were the inaugural State of Origin champions for the PBR. Tonight, we are going to start off with Team New South Wales, the final 8 bull riders. So it will be Farmland Co. that will start us off with the first bull rider for New South Wales. It will be Dylan Weir from Tumut that will be the man to lead the charge for the Blues, trying to get across that, trying to absolutely win their first event in Origin competition.
You know what? I know those people at Farmland Co. as well. They are Novocastrians that have followed the sport for many years. They were there at the start in Newcastle when New South Wales were unlucky. But here we find ourselves in Sydney with the opportunity of the Blues to rewrite history. What we're going to be doing now is getting our bulls set here. We've got a pen of 8, a mix bag, if you will, of rideable and unrideable.
Yeah, you know, and you can look right there. There is the face of Dylan Weir. I mean, he's getting himself ready to ride here. And not a more important occasion for this rookie bull rider, the 24-year-old in his very first Origin season, knowing that the weight of the state of New South Wales is riding on his shoulders right here. There's his coach, Lachlan Richardson, to the far left of the screen. You can just see his black hat there. He is standing by each and every one of his 4 bull riders right here. Hands and feet, Sydney, come on. Let's rock it.
Oh, you are doing it beautiful. Look at the people right at the back of the ICC Theatre. The noise must be loud up there.
Well, they call this bull Kinky Ninja. Wow. Kinky Ninja. From Troy Keel of Bucking Bulls. You know, we watched this bull only 3 weeks ago in Bernard Heads buck off Dan Rulon the very first time that we saw him.
You know what, Wazza? I've seen a lot of kinky people, but I've never seen a kinky ninja before. Does that mean you don't see it coming when they knock you out from behind?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Troy Keeler, the man who named this bull. So, all right, he must have named this bull after 3 or 4 dozen Volando tequilas, I would say.
Well, here we have ourselves in that Can-Am bucking shoot. Kinky Ninja playing up. Dylan Weir got to stay his head in the game.
All right, New South Wales trying to take control of the situation. Dylan Weir is the man of the moment. Like I said before, this is the biggest pressure situation that this man has ever faced in his bull riding career. It is not only an individual competition, but it is state versus state. It is mate versus mate. And the Can-Am bucking shoot is where we are going to start with the first of 8 bull riders here in the Monster Energy bonus round. I want to remind you that straight after the last bull bucks, we will be going into presentation mode, and we hope that each and every one of you will be able to join us and stay with us for our presentations. So some interesting things happening right here, and this very, very anxious bull, Kinky Ninja, delivering a huge blow to the bull rider, Dylan Weir. But he is going to reset. He is going to retie his hand. He is not going to let anything stand in his way because he is from New South Wales. The first man to nod his head, here he is. score for New South Wales, and wow. A 42.25 point score for Kinky Ninja here tonight. Monster Energy bringing us the replay, and well, Dylan Weir, unfortunately not having the weekend that he had hoped. But how about you give him a big hand for being from New South Wales and being in the top 4?
Yeah, he can hold his head high there, all right. Well, here is a Kiwi that we are yet to see the best of. But this is an opportunity that he has been waiting for. Riley Ward finds himself on the back of Zeus from Lazy G Bucking Bulls.
Yeah, you know, when Riley Ward, and I made a mistake a moment ago, he is actually a 3-time New Zealand bull riding champion.
How many New Zealand fans in the crowd tonight?
Well, Lazy G Bucking Bulls and Queensland desperately needing a qualified bull ride. Could this be the man that delivers? Come on, Riley! Stay! You bet! So Queensland are back in this thing.
That is what they needed. Look at the Queensland team getting around Riley Ward, 84.5 points.
Well, 84.5. Now let's have a look and see whether or not that is going to be enough to edge them into the lead. And the camaraderie there, and you can see Jared Bagheero throwing the hugs, the kisses, the moments, the jubilation. And there it is. Queensland are now by 5 points. 4 4.25 points in the lead.
Oh boy, it all comes back to that Bryn Francis ride. He had 66 points.
That's exactly right.
He didn't want it. He wanted another shot. He got the points, and now they're nudging in front, and now the pressure mounts on this Brazilian shoulders. New South Wales, are you going to ride this bull with him?
So Diego Galdino dos Santos on a Lazy G Palooka's partnership bull called De Bear. The 33-year-old. Oh. Man, he just about knocked that bull out with his free hand.
Not the start that Diego needed or wanted.
So,
how about you get loud for that Brazilian there, folks? He doesn't know much, but he knows that that Team Blue is where he wants to be for the rest of his life.
So a very important player for Team Queensland, a man that contributed 82.25 points in round number 1 for his state, is Caden Sandilands from Rockhampton. The 26-year-old is up against the Cash Club from MJ and Keela Bucking Bulls. Queensland looking to strike. And no. So just 4.25 points remain. That is all that is in this thing right here, with the most rideable pen of bulls we have put in this bonus round. You're probably looking at me and saying, rideable? Well, they are considered to be rider-friendly compared to the bulls that we saw in round number 1 and round number 2. That brings us to Night Train.
Now this is a quality cowboy, the back-flipping sensation. This is what New South Wales want to see. With only 2 rides left, they look to the Brazilian, Luan Christian Camira.
One of the hottest bull riders in PBR Australia right now. A man that is not only out to help New South Wales win the State of Origin, but is out to win the PBR Australian Championship for 2025. taking his rap right now, the 32-year-old South American. Can he be the man to put New South Wales back at the top of the Monster Energy leaderboard? Can he be the man to raise the spirits to bring hope to the state of New South Wales in 2025?
This bull has only been ridden once, Warren. Night Train. 18 times, only once has he been bested.
Yeah, and there were 85 points when they rode him. That's what they need. Come on. Luan, round the corner, let's go. Man, and he was giving it everything he had for 5.1 seconds, Sydney. Why don't you do the same for the man from Brazil? Moving down to the final three bull riders here for State of Origin 3. And we're going to take a look at a Can-Am matchup. There, right there, is the hand of the bull rider from Queensland.
We've got a man here, Bryn Francis from Moora, Queensland. This is the cowboy that actually walked away from his 66-point bull and he wanted a chance. Let's see how he goes.
Oh, man, he's going for it. So 6.06 seconds for Bryn Francis for Team Queensland with two bull riders to go. So I don't need to point out the obvious to each and every one of you fans in the building here tonight. Sam Woodall will be the next bull rider to nod his head for Team New South Wales. He needs to ride this bull. It is just that simple. If New South Wales want to win their very first Origin Series, Sam Woodall has to ride this bull. Come on, Sam, let's go. Let's rock and roll. Oh.
Look at that cowboy go! 85.5 points!
Oh, so there we go. Look at the leaderboard. 525 to 419.5. Wow. So the obvious is this. Zane Hall undoubtedly has been the hottest bull rider here in Origin 3. He has ridden two bulls for 170.5 points. But right now, the bull rider from Queensland, the 23-year-old, to help Queensland leave here as the undisputed champions of PBR Origin, he needs to be 80 3/4 points for the Maroons to take the win. The bull is MSG locating Filthy Rich from Lazy G Bucking Bulls. Can the Maroons do it for 6 years in a row? Sam Woodall's bull ride could be one of the greatest moments in PBR Australian history. Look at the bull riders on the back of the chute. Every single man from the state of Queensland, every key player for the Maroons is riding right alongside riding right alongside with Zane Hall. And this is it.
Oh. The lovely Judy Metonic on our desk. Here we go.
Here he is. Oh!
Oh, no!
Oh, my goodness. History has been created. The history books of the Professional Bull Riders Origin Series will go down in history saying that in 2025, your Origin champions will be New South Wales. But folks, right now, before we go to our presentation, there are 3 men in green. There are 3, well, there's only 2 of them in the arena right now. But I want you to put your hands together for our Snowy River Caravan Protection athletes. That is Josh Burks, Eric Rickerson, and Nick Wilson.
Burks is at the back getting cuddles with the team. He is over the moon with the effort from those boys.
Big thank you to our area officials here tonight. But right now, we are just moments away here from our presentations. And my good friend Josh Hansen is going to join us down in the arena. Look at that historic numbers on the Monster Energy Origin leaderboard. It is just a one bull win, but it doesn't matter how many points a team wins by so long as they take the W. And my good friend Josh Hansen is getting ready to make the very first of 4 presentations. And it will be for the Yeti ABBI High-Marked Bull of Origin III. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be a bull with a 44-point bull score owned by Alpha Blokes and Keelers. It is Alpha Blokes Warden.
Yeah, we've got the whole team out here from MJ and Keeler Bucking Bulls. Troy, there you go, congratulations. Alpha Blokes Warden, this is his, I think it's 5th High Mark Bull of the Night award of the season. He showed us something a little bit different tonight. He faked to the left and turned back to the right, which I haven't seen him done, but has he done it before?
No, mate, he just tried to turn a bit close there and then got a bit caught up, but it shows the quality of a good bull that he sort of fixed himself up and righted himself and then come back to the right. So, yeah, he can get a bit bloody lost there and fix himself.
Congratulations. I might have a quick chat to Mitch. Mitch, this bull, you've got to love him.
Mate, I think this is 5 or 6 for the year, isn't it, Troy boy? This buck bull of the year, mate. I love this bull and I appreciate everything that the Keelers do for us, and thank you for tonight.
Congratulations to the whole team.
So thank you very much. The Warden, Alpha Blokes Warden, will take out Origin III's Yeti Wild Bull of the event. So the next of our presentations that we have is for the individual cowboy of Origin III. That was the bull rider with the highest aggregate from round number 1 here tonight and round number 2. So your Origin Cowboy of Sydney for 2025 goes to Zane Hall from Team Queensland.
Well, here he comes. Here was Zane Hall. He's going to fight his way through the crowd. Give him a cheer one more time, folks. He tried valiantly.
Zane, great effort tonight. There you go. There's your buckle. Congratulations. It looked a pretty good night for you on paper when the draw came out. How did you think it went?
Yeah, it looked really good on paper, but at the end of the day, you can't ride them all, and we wish for a better outcome, but you just can't get that every time. But I'd like to thank all you people coming out in this great venue. It's unreal. To my mum and dad, thanks for coming all this way. For my biggest supporters. The Hanger family, thanks to you too. And my beautiful girlfriend, thank you.
Congratulations, mates. Well done. Cheers.
So from Cowboy of Origin 3, we go to the Cowboy of the Origin Series for 2025. And a bull rider that is going to receive a very, very healthy check. A check for $30,000 for being the number one cowboy from Origin 1, 2, and 3 combined. Ladies and gentlemen, he rides for Team New South Wales. He's from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Luan Christine Camara.
We've got to use Michelle to help translate here. Luan, fantastic riding over this whole season, this whole series. You rode 50% of your bulls. You must be really happy with the effort.
Então, nessa série aí você mandou muito bem, subindo nesses touros aí. O que você está sentindo agora aí?
Eu estou muito feliz por estar aqui. Fui sempre muito bem recebido e eu ofereço isso aí para todos que estão aqui e puder que ficou lá na casa assistindo.
He's pretty happy with great effort from the team, and especially what he's done through the series. He did pretty well, and he has to say thank you to PBR, Jody, and everybody else.
Congratulations, guy. Great riding.
Oh, and he is $30,000 richer. Your Cowboy of Origin, that is Luan Christine Camara for Team New South Wales. So there is just two more that we have to complete here tonight in our presentation wrap-up for Origin 3. Right now, we're going to bring into the arena. Unfortunately, it is the losing team, and Josh Hansen has the job of interviewing the coach, Jared Bagheera. Ladies and gentlemen, your reserve champions are Team Queensland.
Jared, a tough night, but I'll tell you what, these guys, they found themselves behind, and they keep coming, and they keep coming.
Oh, mate, I don't know where to start. That hurt. I'm so proud of these boys. Obviously, it's first year we've had coaches. It's a role I take very serious. Obviously, I can go home and work out where maybe I went wrong preparing them, but credit to New South Wales. They showed up, and one day they were going to crack us, and unfortunately it was this year, but big congrats to them, and it's good to see my good mate Lockie get the win.
Congratulations, guys. Great series, and we know we'll be back next year.
Well, there is just one presentation to make. It is the year of 2025 that history has been made. For the very first time, we are going to see a new name etched in that beautiful trophy. Folks, led in by their coach, Lachlan Richardson, your winning team for the Monster Energy PBR Origin Series is Team New South Wales.
Lockie, we'll have a chat while the guys are making their way out. Just a superb effort from these guys. Like Queensland, when they're down, you guys just kept coming all season as well, all series as well.
Yeah, hard work and belief goes a long way in this sport, and they never lost hope when they were behind, and they just kept believing in themselves. And when you've got a team like that back each other, it's very strong.
You've been on the wrong side of these results as a blue with a jersey on, but how does it feel to be involved in this very first New South Wales win?
We've lost before. We know how to handle that and come back, and we showed it tonight, showed it the whole series, and yeah, they never quit at all and just had fun riding bucking bulls.
Congratulations, guys. Get your hands on that trophy.
Here is the moment they've been waiting for 6 years. What about it for Team New South Wales? Your Monster Energy Origin Series champions for 2025. Well, folks, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us here this evening. We'd like to thank each and every one of our valuable sponsors. If you're heading to the official after party at the Pump House, hope to see you all there. Folks, we couldn't do it without each and every one of you, the fans, the professional bull riders, the people of Sydney, for welcoming us into your hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you enjoyed the show. Looking forward to seeing you here in Sydney in 2026. Have a great night, Sydney.